Is that what it was? That just looked like a... What in the fuck is that, dude? Is this fake? I feel like this might be fake. What the hell is it? It looks like a gigantic jellyfish. It's the smoke monster from Lost. Or it's some kind of really old, like, messed up net. Yeah, it just looks like a really gigantic jellyfish to me. Whatever it is, it's creepy, man. I'm getting really creeped out right now. What in the hell is going on with this thing, man? Yeah, whatever it is, dude, it's creepy as shit. Why you do this? Yeah, I'm with Comrade on that one. That's just another reason not to swim in the ocean. I barely even like swimming in lakes. Unless it's a really clear lake. Or I'm in shallow water. What just happened? Oh. I didn't realize I was still maxed out here. If somebody used to Photoshop that in a photo from the moon, that would actually be really funny, man. They'll return back to polyps for real, Dirium? That's interesting. Do they? How do they age? Like, I wonder how old they can get. I don't think this one built, did it? See, now that's intense. It's not really the same organism. Is it based on the exact same DNA, though? So I guess what I'm getting at, does that mean that they don't have... Does their DNA not break down like ours does as we get older? Gotta sneeze. Thank you. Yeah, at some point you have to regenerate your DNA, right? Because DNA starts to break down over time, just through nature, right? You start to lose the ends there. What? I can't... It's been so long since I've done any of this stuff. Interesting. Man, sea creatures are so crazy. I haven't watched done anything in reproduction as well. Three wolves southwest of town. Beautiful.
What's up?
Yo, yo. Good morning. What was that? You feeling any better today, man?
I've dropped it. Not really.
That sucks. You're just tired, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You should be happy about one thing.
If you say that I don't live in the sea, I'm gonna kill you because I'm a scuba diver.
I wasn't gonna say the sea, I was gonna say the ocean. Seas are smaller.
Yeah, I know. I scuba dive in the ocean as well, you know.
Well, I'm surprised you're alive then.
Isn't it like a 1-to-1 ratio of like divers to deaths because of ocean?
No.
I'm just
Like-
kidding, man.
It's like 1 to 0.0001.
Built too high.
You have more chance of dying to car crashes than to
How?
sharks.
Yeah, well, you know what? At least I'll see that shit coming. It's
You know-
like,
This is what year was it? I think it was like 2015, because they're every year they produce the statistics for deaths in the United States. In 2016, it was either 2016 or 2015. More people died to domestic farm animals than died in the ocean.
yeah, but how many people are going and picking on sharks, and how many people are trying to flip cows? Like, nobody takes it into account. How many idiots are there on farms, and how many people are qualified to go in the ocean?
Fair enough.
Yeah, he has a point.
It's like nobody thinks about that. Well, only 2 people died to sharks last year. Yeah, and it was 2 suckers on the beach.
Right.
It wasn't the guys, scuba diving with chainmail on.
He has a point. It is basically chainmail.
Yep.
Ah! Just like 10 people died to cows. Yeah, it was probably 10 teenagers being stupid, or, some farmer who got really unlucky and Betsy fell over on him.
Right.
That's the problem with statistics. They can prove or disprove the same point, the same numbers.
Oh yeah. I love statistics class. Taking numbers and making them say what you want them to say.
Yeah, stats, the only thing statistics prove is they are pointless.
Yep.
Hey, there you are, comrade. Looking general.
No! Oh, okay. You're gonna post. Oh, that is a fucked up fish.
But hold on, what?
Well, you're not really a fish, I guess, but oh, I can't. No. No. Ocean's bad.
Who is the
of
Brotherhood of Steel? I don't see them anywhere on the map, and I don't see any bases that they could be
It's
building.
Bro, who's?
it's Fallout.
Yeah. What do you mean? Who's the Brotherhood of Steel? Like, how do you not know the Ad
No, I
Victorium?
know the Brotherhood of Steel, bro. I'm saying in this game, there's a guild named Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, well,
well-
they could have came out of nowhere. Knowing them,
No.
they found the technology to travel back in time.
They came off the West Coast in airships and spread across the United States.
Thank
Gathering technology.
I'm actually thinking about getting a tattoo of.
It's weird though, because I keep on running
California- the
different
California
directions.
Republic flag.
NCR? Why would you do the NC? You gotta do Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's
You
maybe
gotta
them
do
right
Brotherhood.
here. You think that might be them
Get
right
Ad
there?
Victorium, like across the back of your neck or something.
I'd do
People be
that.
like, "What's that?" It's a what? It's You're a nerd, aren't you? Yeah.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about wearing nerd things, right? Because if anybody tries to call you out for wearing a nerdy thing, especially if it's really obscure, right? Like an obscure nerdy thing, they have to be a nerd to know what that reference even is.
Yeah.
So they can't really make fun of you for it.
No, but you get somebody, and they're like, "Oh, what is that? It looks really cool," and they're like, "It's from a video game," and then they're like, "Oh."
Oh, dude, no joke. That's my daughter's name. So I named her Cortana after Halo, right? And people are like, "That's a beautiful name. Where'd you come up with that?" I'm like, "Oh, a video game." And they're like, "Oh."
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's that stigma to it, and you're like,
That's one of
you
one of
liked
the
it
best
2
video
seconds
games ever
ago.
made.
What's that?
Like one of the best video games ever created.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not very. No.
I mean, as a whole though, like
So legitimately, it defined console FPS genre,
exactly.
hands down, 100%. And that's something that every video game historian will agree on, absolutely hands down. It defined the entire genre.
No, I like Red Faction.
Yeah.
That came well after, though. There's no about it. It's a fact. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sounds like a turtle having sex.
Seems like a really bad choice to me. Seems like a really bad choice. Unless they always
different.
log in together at the
probably
same
like-
time and move as a
How
massive
do you know
horde.
what that sounds like?
That's completely killed all their progress.
So hold on. How does Comrade know what it sounds like?
That's a good question.
Because I saw a video of it.
Yeah,
It's
what
the
sound like?
funniest thing in the world.
What is this now? I wasn't listening to what you guys were talking about.
Turtles. It's the funniest
Oh,
thing
dude.
in the world.
Yes, no, that is great.
It's
I
like
had
a
a
little cry.
yeah. I've had a turtle. I had a turtle for a long time growing up, and I can verify that is true sounds.
You guys
If you-
are best.
No, honestly,
guys.
if you haven't seen the video for that, just Google it real quick. Like
so
YouTube that.
funny.
No, it's
Really?
hilarious.
No,
It's
really
hilarious.
funny. Like he sticks his neck out and everything's really funny.
Well, shit,
The
Diriums.
way he just opens the mouth like.
I think it's just because he's exhausted. He's never done so much moving in his life.
You know, I can also verify that they're not as slow as people make them out to be. When he got, like, we let him out to, like, you know, just walk around the house to get exercise, and then you'd be gone. They can fly, man. When they decide it's time to go, man, they go.
Oh, Pone, look at your chat. Red faction.
I know. Yeah, I saw, and I flipped off the camera and tried to keep it quiet so you didn't notice. Thanks very much.
No. I noticed. Yeah.
You know, you caught on.
And you know what Red faction had? Destructible terrain.
Yeah, but that didn't stick around in multiplayer.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, GoldenEye,
did,
though.
but
GoldenEye
the
didn't
thing
define
is-
the genre.
People, I don't know, but developers just dropped it. They were like, oh, it's too hard.
Well, so, no, it wasn't that it's too hard. It's that when you sculpt a competitive FPS game and you can destroy the environment, it destroys the entire layout of the cities, or like the layout of the map. So for competitive FPS, it doesn't make sense to have a destructible environment, especially if you're spending all that time you're paying these map developers to carefully design angles of fire and locations and all that different stuff. Having a destructible environment just makes all that worthless.
That's why Red faction was like, here's a gully with two like really basic bases.
Yeah, Battlefield wasn't on console though. I'm talking about
Red
console
faction
FPS.
maps were pretty straightforward.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And when was the last Red Faction?
One
They
came
made a
out
few.
3 years ago, I think.
Did they?
Yeah, it was just total revival thing for the whole game, and you could get like a flamingo mace thing.
Huh.
It was crazy.
Like a
I never got
plastic
it, though.
flamingo?
Yeah, the controls
Yeah,
are very,
but
very
it was
bad.
like a
Exactly.
flamingo weapon that you would beat people to death with.
Like unusable, to be honest. What?
Pone, I need a
General
flamingo
chat.
battle axe.
He's petting an ocean dinner plate.
No, that's actually a picture of you, yeah?
Well, I'm the one in the back.
That's what I'm saying. You're the background guy. Yeah, I recognize you. I am Zidian.
We went
Yep.
diving with sharks. That was the greatest fucking experience I've ever.
Yeah, because you're alive.
No.
Anything's amazing when you survive it.
Stop
Yeah.
being so pessimistic. My goodness.
I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. And the ocean is full of things that eat other things just because they're smaller than them.
What do you think bears do? Or wolves or coyotes?
I can hear and see a bear coming.
You can see a shark coming.
No,
Just
No.
only just 50
they come out
meters.
of nowhere, man.
Has anybody seen that one on Facebook where it's like the dude cliff diving in Australia?
Yeah, and he lands in front of a shark.
Oh, dude, Pone, you gotta look it up.
If you want a
Oh,
heart-stopping thing, yeah.
No, yeah, and now I do know what you're talking about now that I think about it.
I almost pissed myself when I saw that. I was like,
Doesn't the shark show itself, like you can see the shark right as he jumps? Hey, what's up, Brainiac?
Sharks, you can't hear it. You're underwater. they're 100 times faster than you, so you can't outswim it. And they're camouflaged. They come out
That
of
guy
nowhere.
Shin, thank you for the follow, the punch. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here.
Some things can run
So-
so damn fast.
I know how fast bears can go, but my
See
point
the
the
one
trick
with
is-
the bear and the
I
bike?
hear it.
For
I can
and a
see
bear
it.
and a bear, you run straight down a hill and they can't chase you. So the thing is in the water you're completely out of your natural element. So everything has an advantage on you. Everything.
Actually, just to stop you right there, sharks do not. Well, they technically can outswim humans, but they won't because
What?
Yeah.
No,
So
they
you're
just
telling
keep
me-
up, yeah, so they can eat.
I was gonna say, so you're telling me
dude,
that a
he-
shark who wants to eat you is gonna go, I could go a little faster, but I'm gonna give him
Carmine, I got a video
chance."
for you. Look at it in chat. Look at it in Discord.
I don't know if I want
Thank
to
you,
watch
Zidian.
this.
No, you like it. It's good.
Have you guys seen the one with the guy on the bike and the bear's chasing him?
Dude, no! What the fuck?
Oh, he punches those bitches though. Watch
I
this.
don't care.
Yeah. That is
Fuck.
your. That is your defense. That's the first thing they teach you when a shark is coming with your palm, your glove, straight to the nose.
My luck,
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna miss.
it's super sensitive, right?
Yeah, okay. What happens when the one time you get unlucky and the shark's like, oh, thanks for reaching towards me so I could bite you sooner?
You ever notice that when sharks bite humans, they don't really eat humans? Is because they don't think we taste good from what.
Yeah.
We
that's
still die.
Where? I
It's
mean-
not about getting eaten. It's about getting killed.
Yeah, getting dead kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Car wreck driving to work.
Yeah, but that's a risk I have some
Yeah, see
control
that is
over.
yeah. Snakes. I'm not super
So,
scared of
first
snakes.
all, there's only one thing. If you buy a shark and it's being peaceful towards you, there's only one thing you can do.
Yeah,
to
it is
piss off.
quite the hole.
Not
I mean,
feed
eventually
it.
this needs to be all leveled
No,
out,
You
right?
can feed sharks.
I'm basically
I
just-
fed sharks.
You know,
One
that's
thing.
what
One thing that you shall never do to a shark when you're swimming nearby it.
get
Tail
near
fin.
it.
Don't touch the tail fin. It's the only way of them moving through the water. They'll fucking get pissed. That's my
Because
only-
they die if they stop moving, right?
Yes.
I don't have to worry about that because I never plan on being in the water with a shark.
Well, it's a loss. It's a loss for you. I'm sorry.
No, I'll be fine.
I'm with
I can
Conrad on this
guarantee
one.
I'll be fine.
Here you go, comrade. More people die from vending machines than they do from sharks.
Not all of them die. Oh, okay.
But this goes back to the statistics thing. They're idiots trying to get free shit out of vending machines, tipping them over.
Yeah, see, that's just dumb. I mean, rule of thumb: if something's like 3 times your size, don't try to tip it over towards your direction. What TV show was that? There's a
I
TV
don't
show
know.
about like drug. Oh god, dang it! I can't even remember what it's about. I just remember vividly this scene of a guy. They stole an ATM, and it crushes a dude's head as they're like in the house trying to break it open.
Oh, I know it is. Yeah.
What did that happen in?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, it
Breaking Bad.
was in Breaking Bad. Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. I'm all for people getting killed by vending machines out of stupidity. Because it's weeding out the weak ones.
What about stoplight stuff?
Sharks and avalanches.
Coconuts or mosquitoes.
If
By the
I'm on
way-
an island where there's that much fucking coconuts, I kind of deserve it.
Well, I mean, that's just statistics. I mean, coconuts are
Oh,
yeah.
150
But see,
deaths, stoplights
so-
kill
so-
2,000 people.
How many people
Here's
get
the
to go
thing.
swimming with
Let
sharks?
me put it this way.
Me.
I'm not scared of death. What I am scared of is dying doing something that I shouldn't have been doing in the first place, like being in the water. We don't have fins. We weren't given fins. Get the hell out of the water. You weren't born with that shit.
That's why I'm scared of flying. If I meant to fly, I'll sprout wings and flap.
So basically, my point is that if you die doing something that you shouldn't have been doing in the first place, like swimming, or in a wingsuit, that's your damn fault. And I don't feel the least bit sorry for you. Shame on you for doing something that was out of your natural capabilities.
So if
Like-
you die in a plane crash,
No,
Absolutely.
those guys who like jump off the cliffs wearing those
Oh, inevitable,
gliding
dude.
suits,
Hands
right?
down, I would.
You see how fast they're going? All they
Oh,
have to do
dude.
is like move their arm a little bit the wrong way and smack, they hit a cliff face and they're
Yep.
dead.
They're the
And
ones
it's
that-
Dude,
like-
I think the survival rate of those guys is like 13 times or something like that was the average survival span for people that do wingsuit cliff diving.
Or the guys that do cliff climbing without no like ropes or anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
climbing.
free climbing. That's insane.
I saw a video one time. It was like a documentary, and the guy was climbing, and then all of a sudden you see like
That's
the
true,
camera get
Big
really
Jesse.
far away and then black out because he fell and died.
Oh, I think I saw. Did you see the one where the guy was doing that on the side of the road? Like there's a road directly underneath him, and he's climbing up. You can see his parked car down there, and he falls.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He was base jumping, so he's in a parachute, but the parachute doesn't open, is what it is.
Eesh.
Yeah, because he like clipped like the parachute like as it's opening, it like
Malfunctions.
taps the side of the mountain and just gets all messed up.
Well, hopefully it only hurt once.
Yeah, exactly. Although I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard rumors that when you die from falling super high, you die on the second time you hit. The first time you bounce, and the second time is when you die.
That makes
Huh?
sense. Because your body goes like into instant shock, and then like I'm sure everything just shuts down at once.
I'm pretty sure you die straight away because your head spotters all over the fucking place.
Nah, man.
Well,
There's
definitely
so
your
for the
head.
record though, there's actually a whole club, and I can't remember what it's called. It's called like the Fallen Angels or something like that. And there's very few people. I think there's like 20 something people in it, and it's people that have fallen from more than a couple thousand feet and survived free fall. Like there was a lady, I think it was actually in Canada, and she landed in like a Target parking lot. Her chute didn't open, and she hits the ground, and people go running over like, holy shit, you know, everybody's assuming she's dead, and she jumps up like, oh my god, and like just acting all surprised, and everybody's like, oh, like everybody freaks out, like what the hell? Because like, how did she not die? And then yeah, they took her to the hospital, and it actually turned out she was pregnant.
I'll tell you how she didn't die. She was wearing her safety vest.
Yeah, no. So there's a mathematical way of landing on your back with your head tilted forward and your arms back and your legs back, like going towards the ground, that you can hit the ground, and if you have to do it absolutely mathematically perfect to survive the fall.
My luck, I'd break every damn bone in my body.
Yeah. Has something to do with the flow of air around you when you do it in that way.
Yeah, there's only one thing I wouldn't do, and if I was falling out of the plane, I would definitely not aim for water.
Hey, man.
That shit.
That reflective
kill
belt will
one of
stop bullets, son.
Belly flop.
Exactly, August.
Oh,
Yeah, you mean you hit the water hard enough, just like hitting concrete.
yeah.
It really
Water
isn't an
would be-
option, no. I mean, you could join our guild if you wanted to, Inevitable.
With pressure.
Yeah, if you're playing on
Oh,
NA server, man, you're more than welcome.
I'm
There's
losing
no
my
reason you
water.
couldn't join us
That
at all.
putty stuff that like when you move your hand quickly over it, it's solid, but when you slowly move through it, it's like water. What do you call that?
Oh,
Newtonium liquid or something like that?
Yeah, Newtonian liquids.
Yeah. So could you imagine hitting that? Smack! And then you just disappear.
Dude, I'm not even joking, man. So, we're in Iraq, right? And my first sergeant wants to go get everybody near beer for the Super Bowl. So we literally get a convoy of 5 Vics, and we drive all the way, like, it's like 60 miles south to the nearest, like, large base, and we get a whole bunch of near beer. But while we're there, the first sergeant's like, hey, guys, bring your PTs. We're going to go to the swimming pool. And we're like, what? So, like, because he's trying to get volunteers to go do this, right? So we're like, yeah. So we all volunteer. So we get to this fucking pool, and there's this gigantic diving board. And one of my boys, Donnie, he goes up to the top of the dive, and he belly flops in as like a joke. I can't remember what we paid him. We probably paid him to do it or some shit. But that was the most painful thing I've ever seen in my life. No joke. The entire front of his body was one solid bruise. The entire front of his body. They actually gave him an Article 15 for damage to government property. Because he wasn't effective, yeah. He fucked himself up.
Wait, he got discharged?
No, not you don't get discharged Article 15. You get extra duty. So you work 20 hours a day. You get 4 hours of sleep for 2 weeks.
How is he supposed to do that with while being a walking bruise?
It's usually real shit jobs, man. Like you're gonna be on talk guard for the next 20 hours. Have fun. Man the radios.
That sounds like
Oh,
one
yeah.
big ouch.
We'd call that jankers.
Oh yeah.
You get couple of parades, and you end up scrubbing kitchens and going down to the MT pool and cleaning vehicles.
Oh yeah.
It's a picking round base and shit like that.
Yep. And then if you run out of stuff to do, they give you an impossible task.
Oh no, they give you a stupid task like, right, sweep this area, put it all into this garbage container.
Yep.
Right, you've done that. Empty the garbage container onto the floor. spread
You were in
around
Block.
your
That
feet
was no
across
shit. The
the
base we went to. Yeah, dude. I was north, brother. Yeah, we were north. We were in Samara, man. I was at Firebase Olsen.
Good news, I didn't go to the army.
I can
it
just
would've
picture
done
the
you
guy
good.
Bro,
being like,
no joke, guys. Inevitable decline in my chat was at the base that I no shit was just telling you about, the one with the pool. Dude, that's so weird.
that's crazy.
I saw a kid do that, and like the whole side of his body was like red and purple.
Could you imagine those? Like, you get told to.
No shit. Yeah, I was
that's
infantry,
discipline.
man. I was
You're in
Army infantry, son.
Afghanistan. And he's like,
Yeah.
sweep the desert.
What you mind the
Oh yeah.
You're like,
I'm
but
just mining rock.
where do I sweep it to? The other part of the desert. How far do I go?
as far as
So
you
you're
have
done.
to.
You can piss in that pool. Hell yeah,
How do I
man.
know I'm done?
Let
Well,
me tell
you're
you.
done at 2100 hours, so you know, go. Just
Yeah,
like,
you have this, what they call a ring road that goes around the airfield. And one of our lads, he got charged, and his task was to measure the ring road using a 30 centimeter rule.
Oh, dude. So no joke. One of my punishments once, I kicked a rock while we were in formation, and I had to go apologize to the rock in the push-up position, and then try and convince it nicely to remove itself from the road until he came back. He came back like an hour later.
What?
Yeah, I was in the push-up position trying to ask a rock nicely to remove itself from the road.
Yes, the
Such
US
is life in the
is
army.
full of ridiculous stuff.
I mean, some of the
raking dirt.
Oh yeah.
some of the punishments they do when they're given out, they are creative, and you don't mind doing the creative ones. When it's somebody who isn't creative, and they're just giving you a mindless drudgery that you're not going to learn from, you can't see the funny side. It's just pointless.
Yep. Did you guys ever do pizza delivery?
No.
So we'd make new privates go to the motor pool, and then you make them grab something stupid from the motor pool, like I sort of sword get drawn. Oh, he's gonna go kill the wolf. I was like, what the hell's going on? He's running around with his sword out. I can't remember what I was talking about.
Pizza delivery.
Oh, yeah. So they go around and they grab track pads for track vehicles, and then they have to carry it around and pretend like it's a pizza. And you make them go around to everybody, be like, "Hey, did you order a pizza?" Like they have to go into like the first sergeant's offices, you know, like, "Did you order a pizza?" And everybody goes along with it, like, "No, I think that was Lieutenant so and so." And they're like, "Okay." So you gotta go around and just pretend like it's a goddamn pizza, and then eventually, like an NCO, like somebody will be like, "Dude, I ordered pepperoni. This is goddamn pineapple and something. Go back to the motor pool and get me a different pizza." So you're like, "Ah." You gotta go all the way back to and they weigh like 40 pounds. They're the heaviest shit. Just carrying around this trackpad all day long.
Hey, pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Not getting into this, please no.
here we go again. Buckle up. This is gonna be more intense than the ocean is evil discussion.
Ocean is not evil. God damn it.
It's
Yeah,
what
no,
people
this,
are different, and they have different.
So right now I'm building
Pineapple on
a
pizza
building a
is
highway
not
to connect
evil
to a
either.
main road that connects to our base.
You're right.
I refuse to believe that people are different.
The ocean is not evil, just everything in it.
Hey,
I can't even answer that. Oh god. What do you mean you refuse
What's
to
a
believe
what's a
people are
Paku,
different?
August?
He's
Let's not even
just
get
an idiot. Don't.
How's it going,
I'm
Rocket?
joking. I'm joking.
let's not even get on to freshwater sharks. That's just a whole nother problem.
if you end up correcting him and slapping down some scientific knowledge on his head, he just comes up with another stupid answer.
I've got a stupid answer for you. Are you
Water
ready?
shark?
I
Yeah,
select double
freshwater
barrel
shark.
shotguns.
The only shark that goes in freshwater is a bull shark, and it goes into brackish.
Oh, I've seen those things, man. Yeah, they look super fucked up, dude.
Do you ever watch River Monsters?
Those are bull sharks, and they're brackish water.
Yeah, well, that's fresh enough. It ain't the ocean.
Actually, it's kind of a mixture of the two. Like,
Yeah, it comes out of the ocean, does a
So-
little mess around, then goes back. But
FYI,
they
a
live
bull
in
shark.
salt water, but they can't go in brackish.
listen, I'm making a point here.
FYI, a bull shark can survive perfectly in fresh water.
See?
They can't.
So it is technically a freshwater shark.
So, real fun fact, humans can survive without ever stepping foot directly into a body of water that can house a shark.
And that is the kind of statistic that I like.
Except you're more likely to die falling out of bed than from a shark.
This
He's-
goes back to the
he's got a
statistic
point.
thing.
He's got a point.
It's not even stats, it's amount of acceptable risk. Going into the ocean when you have no need to be there and you shouldn't be there is not an acceptable risk to somebody with an internet.
Exactly. That's it. That's my whole point. It has nothing to do with the statistics behind it. It's just the fact that there was zero reason for you to be there in the first place. So if you die doing it, shame on you.
So see, if I died to a shark, I wouldn't give a shit.
Well, yeah,
I
you're
don't-
dead. Of course you won't.
I died at least doing something that I love.
Right.
Yeah, and everyone
but-
else would just go, alright, yeah, Darwinism. We've wheedled out that faulty bit of DNA from the human populace.
But the point is, you would be added to the statistic, and then
I
people
don't-
like me would
I
people
don't
like me
care
would be
if
going,
it's the
see?
statistic.
Thank you very much,
Sharks are
Rocket.
bad. And then somebody else would say, no, they're not bad. And I'd be like, they just ate him.
Do you own
Well, if they
dogs?
ate him, he deserved it.
I love dogs.
So,
Oh,
okay,
dogs are more
you
dangerous.
know what? It's like me saying beds are evil because you have more of a chance to
They
die in a
are.
bed than to a shark.
They are evil.
Yeah,
But you don't belong. in
Yes,
the
yes,
bed.
yes. But how many people lay down in a bed at night versus how many people jump into the ocean with sharks?
How many people
That-
try to
it's
sleep
not-
on a shark?
There's a difference. You don't have to go into the ocean where there's
Exactly.
sharks. Whereas you have to sleep. So, and be comfortable, you get a bed.
You don't have to
Exactly.
sleep in a bed.
No, you
Well,
don't. But
you
you could
don't,
die on the kitchen floor if that's
I love
where
this.
you feel to lay your head down.
But
God,
it's
I
not-
bet you sleeping on the kitchen floor overall would be. If everybody slept in the kitchen, imagine how many deaths there would be due to stupid accidents.
actually, you've got more chance to die to a house cat than to a shark.
How
Because
many people
millions
have
of
house cats? Fuck's sake.
It's one big house cat.
I feel like the point's being completely glossed over.
Oh, they'll be
Little-
good
little
if
known
you're
fact.
scared of water, but it's
I'm terrified of the ocean. Not just scared,
So you know what?
terrified.
You know what? I've got a thing. Next time I go scuba diving, I'm gonna grab my underwater phone and stream it, assuming I get connection.
If
with
you
that
choke
big
on
wireless
shark
fucking
soup,
thing.
I mean, if you choke to death on soup in general,
Antenna, that's the one.
again, shame on
Do
you.
that. I won't watch it because I don't want to see under the ocean
The water is peaceful.
until
Minus
the thing
the sharks.
Only
until the
because
thing
you
you didn't
can't
know was there
You know
gets
what's
you.
really peaceful? Walking around in the pitch black in the countryside in the dead of night. Yeah, that's peaceful. Because I can't see shit. I can't hear shit. Same as the ocean. It's
Yeah, we were talking about that
because you
also,
can't
Mike,
hear
dude.
Shit or see shit.
That's kind of an acceptable risk, though, you know. And again, how many people are around
Imagine if you could hear all the.
'Cause the
sea
question is,
creatures.
how many
like,
people
imagine if they made
are
noises
around
that you could
coconut
clearly,
trees
audibly
versus how many people are around
make
sharks on a
out,
daily
hear,
basis?
and know the direction of, and
So I would say on like a
Thank you,
per
Mike,
capita
dude.
per event basis,
That-
you're much
More
more
people
likely.
die from
You're much
coconuts
more likely
falling
to
on their
die.
heads than from a shark attack.
Dude,
How
you
many-
want us to return to the same thing? How many people are around coconut trees versus how many people are jumping in the water with a shark?
I'm pretty sure it's a lot less people being around.
It's like people saying the crime ratio, the crime rates in America are the largest in the world, more than anywhere else. And it's like, how many people live in America? Like Chicago, it's the most violent city in the world. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of really poor people there who have guns.
So how come
Really
how
fight
come
police.
India's not a aggressive country? Well, crime rate.
The crime rates in India are extremely high.
Oh yeah.
Rape is
Yeah.
extremely high in India, actually. Like one of the highest in the world.
Yeah.
There, see, look, half of India's filled with
But
coconut
it's-
trees.
It's
So there's a
basic
lot of people.
economics, isn't it? You know, wherever there is an overabundance of supply, it becomes cheap, and it works the same way with human life. Density of populations, human life is cheap. I've been threatened at gunpoint in a bar in Italy.
It's really, yeah. Like, crime rates elsewhere. Not only that, but I would say the average crime is much worse than the average crime in the United States or like Canada,
I'm more
right?
afraid of another human being than a shark.
That is a reasonable fear.
We are crazy.
Because you're around human beings all day long.
Yeah, you spend enough time around humans, you're gonna meet some assholes that have no value of life.
Does anybody know where I can find mulberry trees?
Mendoza's
spent-
house.
Yeah, look at Mendoza's house.
That was pretty good, right? Yeah, that's good.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Pretty quick on that one.
Quick. Yeah, I was gonna say it was fast.
They'll be like mid to south. They'll be in the mid-range. of the
Yeah, that's pretty bad, August. That's pretty bad.
Well, I'm just gonna keep running if I don't come back.
If you are running and you don't come back, I'll just assume it was a land shark, and I'm gonna go
Safe
buy a
assumption.
gun because they might not make a lot of noise in the water, but I'm sure they make some kind of squishy sound on land. Or at least
Sharknado.
a flopping sound, you know, like
So, comrade, are you scared of a sharknado? If it
No.
happened,
no, I
It's
wouldn't
not
be
gonna
scared of
happen.
that
I'm real.
because on land I'm in my element and a shark is out of theirs.
That's true, man.
Unless they get one of those, like reverse oxygen suits like
This-
in Futurama.
But even then, they'd have trouble moving around.
I don't care what the shark does as long as it doesn't eat me.
You're like, I don't care what any animal does as long as it's not eating me. Do your thing, I'll do my thing. We're all happy and alive.
Did you know that cats are technically not domesticated?
I did.
no, they're not.
I found that out. Oh, pretty interesting.
Yeah, I read a white paper on that a few months ago, actually.
They're Egyptian gods who have decided to allow us to take them into our homes.
That's
Really,
a
it's
good
just
answer.
they, yeah, like in a weird way, they do just use us completely.
They're like, hey, if we get smaller and stay cute, they'll feed us, and we don't have to do shit. It's like there was a unanimous agreement among felines to be like,
The kitty,
Yeah,
like the kitty
alright.
and Gwen came to agreement.
I'm cool with this. Yeah, we're cool with this. And whenever they get really annoying, we'll just leave and not tell them where we're going.
Or just, poop in their shoes.
God. Knock their stuff off the counters, ledges.
Steal their food. Scratch the furniture.
I'm gonna have to do some research into that,
By the
guys.
way, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I don't know.
pull
I don't
up
know anything
the
about
big-
the situation to actually
First
comment
thing
on it.
that scuba
About the,
diving
the
school
India money
teaches
stuff.
you is how to take care of yourself in the water.
And then they
I
tell
think
you, but
it's
if this
safe to
happens,
say none of us are gonna go scuba diving anytime soon.
The easy lesson of how to take care of yourself when you scuba dive.
I would go scuba diving,
I would, yeah.
but
would-
I understand
they are a
the-
superior
the
species.
difference, though, is you don't have to go into water with sharks, whereas all the other stuff is stuff you have to do on a regular basis.
Yes, I do.
I mean, I've been
I also-
snorkeling. That was cool, but I'm not gonna go like. super
Metal
deep into the
sheets will
ocean,
need
be like, I
50,
wanna go
bands
fishing.
100. As far as like
So, unless
your
you get
first wave
paid
of
by a
production
company,
goes,
you can't go below 60 meters. Unless you're very rich and you buy the permit.
I mean, if I'm just doing something on my own, I can do whatever the hell I want. You can't stop me. No one can.
As long as you have a boat, nobody can really stop you.
Well, yeah, technically.
I'm just bullshitting this guy so hard.
So you get swallowed by a whale.
It's going well, but yeah, exactly.
Free Willy gets his revenge.
I just like doing anything I can to contradict whatever Slim says.
Okay, personal opinion, I love scuba diving, I love the sea, and I'll always do it. There's nothing you guys can do.
Nobody's telling you not to, Mac.
Look,
Really
look, look.
care if you do or not.
I like eating a lot.
Oh yeah,
See?
yeah. Yeah, just keep on going, man. Honestly,
there's a great
you're
little
not
thing.
gonna-
How deep is the ocean?
Fox, you're not gonna make
No,
too
no,
many.
No, look, there's a little gift for you right there in general chat and Discord.
You're not gonna make
Nice
too many,
little-
I assure you.
A little example for you, though.
So the deepest
No matter
point
what
is
you make, we will
20
use it.
about 11,000 meters.
That we know of.
Hey Grim, are you online right now? I don't think Grim's online.
I don't know. For me, the ocean, like, you never.
The North Coast is fucked.
Like, oh, it's this much deep, and then like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
it's this much deep. Like, nobody really.
The road's going well, man. You know, we've gotten pretty far on it, dude.
Oh,
So all the way
crap,
from
what the
here,
heck?
all the way down. You can actually kind of see it, right?
I like how it says 500. Okay, so 301 meters is like some skyscraper.
It's
right?
some progress, man.
It's Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. And then whales can go as deep as 500 meters. So if you were to take whales and give them the ability to fly,
I didn't flatten
can
it.
you just imagine looking up at the sky and seeing something the size of like
A
two
Volkswagen.
AC-130s, you know, strapped together, just kind of floating through the air, making this weird moaning noise? It'd be horrifying.
You mean A380s?
Whatever.
Manta rays, yeah.
Just something that big, just floating along
Go
through the
north.
air,
Yeah, go to
and
go to the server in the north.
then it decides to take a shit. Well, hopefully no one's underneath it, because that would kill somebody.
That's a shitty way to die.
Here, we'll get people in. Hey, anybody that doesn't have something critical that they're working on right now, can you help Fox Guy get some hardwood billets for charcoal?
Not my area.
I can't.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to cut them. You just got. We need people to help them carry it. We need
I'm
wood
like
carriers.
super far away.
Where is he?
Mine.
Some billets as well, so I need to work on my smelting.
I know. To be honest, Mike, I'm just fucking around. I'm not even really scared of the water, man. I just like fun conversation, if that makes sense. Honestly, when I argue with people, a lot of times I'm playing devil's advocate just to keep conversation going.
Like, actually do that.
You need silk or something to have the water.
Yeah, at some point in time, man, I'll come over here and actually make it like a nice flat
Trying to
road.
Get my like farming up, but like there's nothing really to plow, and like
Yeah.
collecting plants is kind of pointless right now. We can't grow anything anyway soon, so
Oh, Pawn.
Yeah, exactly,
my Yeti today.
Oh, is it supposed to show up today?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you work in the warehouse? Why can't you? Can you just pick it up from there or no?
No.
Like while you're at work?
No, it works differently. Fulfillment centers don't actually
Oh.
dispatch.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, the fulfillment centers, you guys just stock stuff and then ship it out to dispatch centers, right?
Yeah, so fulfillment centers will
Sally sells
store it, pack
seashells
it,
down by the
you know,
seashore.
prepare it, and then it'll
That is
get
very relevant,
dispatched
Sarah Bach.
To a dispatch center,
Yeah.
and then they'll load it onto the vans, and then send it out.
Gotcha. Oh, so I had it backwards. Okay. So you got the warehousing sending it to dispatch. Dispatch sends it off to the houses.
So that little gift right there is actually kind of it kind of makes me think of a Pokemon. It's like a little round squid. It's kind of funny.
Squiddichu.
Yeah, kind of.
Dude, it's so cute. It's like covering it up. It's covering itself up. It's like, what are you doing? Get away from me.
Turn the lights off.
I'm not decent.
And he's just a little guy.
Yeah, that thing's gonna get real big and pull a ship underneath someday.
I like how much Comrade is afraid of the sea.
Ocean.
Well,
Just pure 100% terror.
He's not scared of the water, he's scared of the things that live in the water.
Yeah, and I got good reason to be.
To the point where it's almost phobic, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like I am
Working /
aquaphobic.
backpacking. That's awesome.
Alright, let's blindfold him, take him on a cruise ship.
Oh, yes, let's do it. And then let's shall release the Kraken.
I really would kill you.
Then let's just pick somebody and bury them in a box with a tiny little lair.
That'd be awesome, man.
I
When you
would
get
be
back,
okay
man, you're more
with
than
that.
welcome to join us.
I would not.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't know already, that hasn't been here in the past, there is a discount
thing
code.
is,
You can use
Comrade's not
Masterofpwnage
going-
2 at checkout. You get a 10%
Comrade
discount
not
code.
going into the ocean is the same thing as if there was a murderer sitting in your house. You wouldn't go into your house if he's got a gun. Like, it's the same principle.
That is true, and it's valid because of how freaking scared he is of it, right?
Yes, it's almost a phobic condition, so...
It is. I am aquaphobic.
But at least you can leave.
It's
You know, rather than, advising him to get some sort of therapy for it,
I'm not happening. I got good,
Gentle
plenty of
introduction.
excuses.
Hey, Comrade, I send you a picture.
Listen, I've seen those. I hate you.
This
In
is
fall-
his irrational fear.
Darn it. This is to the point it is, alright? In Fallout 4...
Oh, you're in the
that's,
center?
there's an island in the southeast corner of the map called Sentinel Island, right? There is no AI or critters or anything in the water in Fallout. They didn't add any of that stuff. You've got
No,
dead,
it's
washed up stuff on the beach,
What about the Murlocs?
but anyway, so there's nothing in the water other than the stuff that they add, like the sunken boats and stuff they added.
I
won't
love
go in
cold.
it. I will open my console.
I'd rather be cold than
and
hot.
Fly to
Any
Sentinel
day of the
Island.
week, man.
I won't swim.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
So I had a guildmate.
Oh, she got her from a Man of War?
Encounters in World of Warcraft.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
Oh, God.
That was the most horrific expansion pack. I hated it.
There's-
I had my eyes
I don't
closed
know
half the time.
I don't know what expansion it was, but...
Slim, what the fuck is that?
There was this dungeon done by some trolls, and one of the encounters...
Dude, guys,
involved
look at
somebody
this thing.
who was arachnophobic, and at the time you could actually change...
What the
um,
hell is
the
that?
files and alter the appearance of mobs. So he changed it all to teddy bears or something like that. And then they disabled the ability to change the spray animations or whatever.
A lamprey? Dude, that thing looks terrifying.
And he could,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew what a Man of War was.
couldn't do it.
Oh, Mike was
This is
asking.
World
Okay.
of Warcraft, we are talking really, really basic, janky, stretched textures, bad animations. But because it looks...
Yeah,
like
whatever it is, it doesn't look like it likes to see ya. Oh, this is iron. I don't want this.
The expansion for World of Warcraft where the whole thing was underwater.
Oh, yeah.
I rushed through it on one character and never went back there. And I spent half the time with my eyes closed, and I wouldn't look up. Because the second I looked up, after a while I'd be able to convince myself that I'm just moving really weirdly on land. But if I looked up, I saw the sharks, I saw the giant fucking whale, and then I
That
saw
was
the surface,
Cataclysm, right?
And then I realized I'm underwater. I'm
Um,
gonna die.
the area is called Vashjir.
Yeah. And that was
It's-
Cataclysm expansion, right?
Yeah. And to me, it's probably one of the best areas in the game.
Stupid stare.
Especially when you have 24 players trying to kill that fucking shark.
The majority of a player base. They like, yes, the ability to swim, the ability to dive, the ability to explore the sea, but they do not like being in the water. It is a janky mechanic. You feel gimped.
Well, box jellyfish, aren't they the most poisonous?
Yeah, Arcade. Traveling around on a boat, using a glider, diving down, finding this, finding that, stealing treasure chests from the Kraken. That was all good fun. But actually having to fight in the water, actually having to stay on the water for any amount of time, was just nauseatingly boring.
Large bodies of water where you can't see the bottom. You don't know what's in it.
So I'm guessing you never played the water level of Mario.
Not fucking going in there.
I was scared of those too.
I have no idea what that is, August.
Not doing
What's a gimpy or
Stop
jimpy?
doing- It's not worth it.
Yeah, in a lot of games, the aquatic areas or encounters, they are visually stunning. But that's as far as it goes.
I'll watch somebody do it, but there ain't no. That's it. I went whitewater rafting years ago, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I was in a boat. A lot of fun. Then we get to this calm part, and everyone starts jumping out and swimming. They're like, "You should jump out and swim too." Fuck no. No, I'm staying in the boat. The guy threw me out of the boat. I was back in that boat faster than he could say, "Isn't that fun?" I got really pissed off.
Yeah, that's when I would actually strike him with the paddle. Alright, you throw me in the water, that was fun for you. Me striking you, yeah, around the head with this is fun for me.
Oh, that's terrible, August.
There's only one time where I
It
was
does sound like
actually
something from
afraid of
Australia.
water. We went scuba diving.
Ladies.
No, we went scuba diving, and
Everything in Australia wants to hate you and wants to kill you. Oh yeah.
but it looked like it was working fine. Even on the test, it said it worked fine. And then halfway through the dive, I couldn't breathe anymore.
Loots?
Pressure gauge was saying I'm half
Is it a
tank
system
left.
loots?
I was empty.
What kind of loots is this?
Another reason to not go in the ocean. You can't
But see,
breathe.
I don't
in it.
dislike water, but I have a fear of deep
see,
ocean
this
and
is
things
why
there
you
live.
Don't dive alone.
Yeah,
What I
me
wanted
too,
to say
Rocket.
about the video that you sent me, it looks like the guy is on his own. You never dive on your own. You always have people around you.
What video did I send you where a guy's diving on his own?
No, on. On sent a little gift.
If you were offered a
Oh,
chance
that
to go
one.
to space, would you?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Space is just the ocean. With
But there's
Except
nothing
less
living in
deadly
space.
things.
Yeah, like it'll be fine. I'd go
Well,
to
yeah,
space.
but then
Here's-
there's the other thing. If the oxygenator breaks, you can't breathe.
No,
There's-
you still got to take into consideration also meteorites.
I mean, the kangaroos will attack you. The coyotes will attack you. Hyenas will attack you.
the thing that
There's
I mean,
hyenas.
I'm
I think
not
there's hyenas
really
in Australia.
as scared. Like coming to space, I'm not really scared of it. It's an unnecessary risk.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
I wouldn't scream. I would just kind of go, like, if you started floating off, you'd be like, well, that's it. I'm done. Guess I just.
It would honestly
wait till
be
I
quite.
die.
I mean, it would be kind of a peaceful death, right?
Well,
No.
Till you shit just
Classification.
yourself.
Peaceful. I don't know.
I don't know about peaceful. I don't want to implode from the inside.
You don't implode. That's a myth.
Well,
Humans don't. You don't even really begin to bloat at zero pressure.
You'd probably end up with a nasty rash on your behind, because you would
Yeah.
end up having to eventually have to poo and pee, and you'd be all in your suit, and it'd be gross.
I mean, you wouldn't even freeze to death. You would die of asphyxiation, and it takes like a minute. And that's if you didn't even have a spacesuit on.
Doesn't your lungs explode when you can't breathe? And I'm like,
No, that's
No,
all
it's-
myths.
It's like what is it? It's something about the blood vessels start to
Boil.
no, it's like they break down or something.
Well, all the oxygen in your system, or all the gases in your system, have no external pressure to hold them.
Yeah,
as
so they
at one bar, so they all increase.
they expand.
Yeah, they increase their volume.
They expand. Your blood starts bubbling because there's too much. Well, there's not too much. There's air.
Aside from
that
being
can't
terrified
be
that you're
held.
about to drown. Yeah. There's a lot of myths about space. Like realistically, like you start to asphyxiate, and then what happens is all the blood starts to leave your capillaries and goes to center mass to keep your critical vital organs alive. So all the capillaries and all the like secondary veins will start to constrict, forcing all that blood to your center of your body. And then you'll start to feel burning sensations and tingling sensations in your arms and your legs, and then you die.
Oh, so it's like a low blood sugar.
I'm sure it's something similar.
No, that's exactly what happens. The low blood sugar. Your veins on all your extremities start to shrink and force all the blood to your vital organs.
In survive, when they go into survival training, the first thing they get taught and told is that if the mask breaks somehow and they start decompressing, the first thing they have to do is exhale everything.
Well, that's because are you talking about in pressure?
No, in space. You exhale to get rid of all the excess oxygen your body has.
Yeah, that's so you don't tear a lung, man.
It wouldn't be hard to exhale either. I'm gonna exhale into this giant vacuum.
Yeah, and also like the whole expressive or decompression explosion. If you like get like a hole in your spaceship or something, that's all myth as well. And like stuff getting sucked out of your spaceship, like that's not real.
You get about 1 minute and 30 seconds for someone to get you back into a spaceship or like station or a shuttle or anything
Yep.
before you actually die. 1 minute to pass out, 30 seconds to get you back alive.
You said
Yeah.
shuttle. First thing that came to mind was like the old school next generation shuttlecraft. Like, just picture some red shirt floating through space. I'm gonna die. This is the episode where I go. And then the shuttle comes by and scoops him up. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's what came.
Oh,
to
the
my mind.
cassowary. Yeah,
I'm
dude.
signed up
Fuck
for
the
the-
cassowary, man.
The Mars thing.
I
You know,
was so
to
happy.
go to Mars.
People signing up to go to
Don't
Mars.
take their fruit, man.
Wow.
Just because I thought, oh
Chasing
man,
monsters. I don't watch much TV
oh,
now.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like Red Faction in real life. Everyone's gonna be like, I'm gonna start a new life on Mars. They're gonna show up and some corporation's gonna be like, here's your pickaxe. Start digging. Because
Did you see that guy's plan? There's scientists that have a plan to have Mars potentially beginning to be terraformed by 2040.
Yeah, by building power stations for coal and stuff like that.
Yeah, so like there's this whole plan, but it's so the very beginning of it is actually starting like 4 years from now. They want to launch a satellite that will basically emit electromagnetic interference for solar radiation from the sun, and it rotates around Mars at the same rate that it rotates around the sun itself. So that it's always positioned between itself and the sun, to basically give it a fake magnetic field, like an artificial magnetic field, by shielding it from magnetic.
And it looks fucking cool. The problem is they have to
Yeah.
launch like four rockets to get the full thing.
Yep.
So they need to orbit Earth with it. And
You know
then
what?
they'll
There's also
You need big
those
rice beetles?
mine
No, we only had the
yes.
we had a lot of
Yeah,
the
we'll
scarabs,
work on that
tons and tons of
for
scarabs.
30 years.
the thing about Mars is who's gonna run it. Who's in charge?
It's going to be the first corporation to spend all the money on it.
Well, that's it. It's going to be corporate run, which means all the people super excited to start a new life are basically going to end up being slaves of a corporation.
Well, there's actually there's actually stopgaps in place through a worldwide agreement, including with Russia, that is illegal for any corporation to benefit monetarily from any resources in space off the planet.
Also, technically, as soon as the first people start colonizing Mars, they technically have to set up a government system, and it cannot be linked to any country on this planet, because then it'd be...
Well, no, that's the thing.
Elon will own Mars?
I'm trying to look at this from a very cynical point of view.
Yeah,
okay?
Absolutely.
Let's say somebody gets to Mars first. The first person to get to Mars, first corporation to spend all the money and get to Mars.
Tesla.
Stop. They get there, they set up their base, and they're just waiting for the first batch of excited people to arrive. Who is going to stop them if they decide to say, fuck the rulebook, we'll do what we want? There's already going to be at least 10 more ships on the way after the first one gets there.
Well, it only takes like 50 days to get to Mars.
Well, yeah, but if you're launching a ship every week, you know?
But I mean, we don't even launch satellites every week, man.
India's
let alone
launching
people.
satellites like crazy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I'm saying like let alone people, you know.
Right, but when there's a project to colonize Mars, there will be ships leaving regularly.
Yeah, that's true.
And once there's enough people there
Tesla,
to repopulate, they won't need any more ships to be sent. They will have a slave population of people who were excited.
I was excited to be here, now all I do is mine.
For a viable genetic sample, I think it's something like 2,500 humans, unless tinkering with genetics.
Yeah.
And by the point we're colonizing Mars, probably already doing that here. You know? So
We're on NA. Rusty.
So like, people are like, no, they would never do that. And I'm thinking, what do you mean? What do you mean they would never do that?
I mean, that's how they start out Fight Club, man. The movie. That was predicted in the 90s, brother. The Starbucks Galaxy. Planet Microsoft.
I feel like some people get...
Mars will be a real-life MMORPG. That's right, Mike.
Don't realize that sometimes the what if is...
A lot of... I haven't been killed once, man.
The thing is, you don't even need a corporation set up there. Or you can say, oh, if you don't do this for us, we just don't send you food.
Yeah, I haven't been killed by anybody yet.
That's all they can say.
Potentially.
Only thing that killed me was a wolf once. And that was because I got a little bit crazy.
Years to become independent of Earth.
Yeah.
You know, to be completely self-reliant, self-sufficient.
I have no idea what
Right,
thylacine
but
is.
if there's
Having
a ruling body,
access- ruling body or not, I mean, laws can still be enforced. Don't forget,
Right.
people that would actually be going there, they would be intellectuals. Yeah, they would be screened for psychological problems, like they have to do with any long-term space mission, even going up to the space station.
Give them and Dodos a second chance.
I've got an idea.
Right.
You guys say that.
I like the idea.
To go to space, and I'll go to space. So you don't have to hear from me again.
I mean, we can still hear from you, just with a 53-minute delay. It'd be cool, man. Or I think it's actually like a 20-something minute. Yeah.
12 there, 12.
if the people who end up running the show on Mars decide to be totalitarian and just control everyone, then they would control the communication as well. So even if they were dependent on Earth for supplies for years, if they had complete control, no one under them would be able to tell Earth anyway.
That's so true.
Debatable.
You want to talk about censorship? What are you gonna do? Fly a spaceship back to Earth and tell everybody how bad it is?
Yeah, how are you gonna get a spaceship if you're locked up at night and people are watching you with guns all day? Like it's
Man speaks
it
the
would
truth.
be too easy. This kind of shit has happened on Earth throughout centuries, and it's just through our whole history. This kind of shit has happened.
I mean, that same scenario plays out small scale all the time on Earth still. Even in like major cities, you'll find like
Yeah.
some guy had like a slave population in his basement for years.
So it's, I know, again, I'm not trying to
but-
say we'll never colonize Mars and everything will be great. I'm just saying.
Well, Dirium's Comrade's
too
a
easy.
cynic. Comrade's a cynic. He looks at all the ways something can fail, right?
what they
Which is why he's
really
amazing in our city planner for our bases.
Start some sort
Because
of
literally he's cynical. He will try and find every way possible to break down an idea
established
to find the most efficient and most effective way of defending our base.
if Earth needs Mars or they are committing humanitarian, breaking human rights, committing atrocities to a populace, causing indentured servitude, which is against the law, don't you think there would be repercussions, even to a military standpoint?
But
Even if-
how
even if
long
the
would that
willing body
take?
are threatening the population. If you come and attack us and change what we want to
Yeah,
do,
we're real
kill
dicks.
people,
Humans are real
let's
assholes,
just
man.
kill them anyway. Yeah, we will not tolerate this.
You can't have a population without people.
So you wipe out those people on Mars. Wipe them all out. The innocents are collateral damage. They're going to be killed if we don't do anything. Yeah, they're going to be killed if we attempt to do anything. Well, they're dead anyway. They're just walking around.
Right. But the point
Elon
is,
Musk,
they're all
though?
gonna die.
Yeah, Elon Musk is an interesting guy.
These
No,
are
no,
the
but
risks.
that's the kind of the point I'm getting
He's
to here. Is
So
it would
cynical
be
about
too-
certain things,
it would just be
but
too
very
easy for
positive about other
to
things that
go
don't really make
tits
sense.
up
He confuses the shit
because
out of me, to
somebody
be
wanted
honest.
to
No,
exercise.
I don't think. I disagree with you on that point.
I do.
That it'd be easy. It wouldn't be that easy. There would be.
Oh yeah, that sucks, Methy.
But what could oversight on Earth do to Mars
So,
in the immediate?
First, we are thinking that it's going to be a certain corporation on Earth that will control
What's up, Brew?
the corporation on Mars, and then the government would start sanctioning the company that's doing this.
You would never allow just one company to have
And that's another
control
thing,
over
yeah.
the colony. It
And
would
I'm not
be
saying-
a multinational joint adventure.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it would be one. group
If this
of
is your
people
first
from
tune,
Earth who
inevitable
went and
decline.
Was like,
I
hey,
would
when
say
we
keep
get there,
everything
we're
at
gonna do
15.
this. What
I
if
mean,
it was the people who
'cause
showed
the thing
up
is,
first
you're a
and
new
were like,
player,
You know what? Now that we're here, who's to stop
And you're gonna
us?
probably want to dabble in a little bit of everything. Like you're gonna, I mean, because I know you're gonna be like, well, I'll do this role.
It's not hard.
But I
to
mean, I'm
watch
sure that you'll still
Mars.
try. You're gonna want to hit a mine wall with a pickaxe at some point, man. You're gonna want to play around with things. So I would say leave him at 15, man.
To the cause.
Just kind of make yourself well-rounded in the beginning.
It's like saying, how
Because the thing is, you can change all that later. You can even drop skills down. You can drop your attributes all down if you need to later on.
What if you decided not to do it like that?
I fucking have to delete that picture.
Hey, come on,
What if
Mike,
you
dude.
decided to
Come on, man.
assassinate us? Yeah, on a whim. Yeah, who's to stop it? Same
There are mass killings on in every single country, man. You don't need guns to do a mass killing.
do is subdue them, and we'll tell them if you don't work for us.
You're talking to. I mean, there's tons of American soldiers, man. We got inevitable decline here as an American soldier, brother. Come on now, man. Come on, man.
How do you
What about crafting and combat skills? It really depends on what you're interested in, man. And I tell everybody this is really new to the game. I'm more interested in making sure you're going to do something that you find enjoyable versus something that you want to do for the guild. Because if you're always doing what you want, if you're always doing what we want you to do, that would benefit us the most. You're going to be interested for a while, but you'll end up wanting to leave, right? You'll burn out really quick, right? We're in this for the long run, and if you're interested in playing for long term as well, take a look at the crafting skills. Like I'd go online and watch a few videos, maybe even see what actually interests you, because every skill has a very different way of approaching them and a different way of functioning.
It's one of those things where
So like hunting sounds like a lot of fun,
unlikelihood
but the thing
of
is
it
you don't
being
actually get to hunt a whole
done
lot. In the end,
is
you're just
almost
standing there.
exactly
You're
why
literally
someone
standing
tried to
next
do
to like tanning
It's
tubs,
just one-
just doing some basic stuff. Like you're not really doing a whole lot of hunting. You're standing in town a lot.
No, I'm just thinking about the
You know what I mean?
what
So like,
if-
Alright. Stay with your what if scenarios, yeah, that run through your head.
Brew,
The
you
best thing
vicious,
is-
vicious animal, you. Got.
I'm not going to.
Oh no!
And I'm not saying
It
nobody
bounced
else
right
should.
out.
So you don't have to worry about it.
My God,
It's not gonna
Brew.
happen. Your what
Absolutely
I know.
unbelievable, man.
if so
And
so,
inevitable decline.
so
Welcome to the Ponage Army, my man.
that it's not even worth
Welcome to the
contemplating.
Ponage Army.
Like shark attacks.
Let's
It's
not get
like
back
worrying
into that.
Like
There
worrying
is
about
nothing I
something,
love more than some bits of
you know,
face.
Here we go.
I'm
Maybe
not
this
worried
is
about
the
it.
tree gonna land
It's
here. Let's
just
see if the tree
thoughts.
lands in here. It's gonna be close. Oh, straight in. The little angle on
I
the
don't
the
ever
little
plan
angle
on
there
going
is
to
making it
Mars.
challenging for the bits
Even
to
if I
land
ever
in
had the
there.
opportunity. So I've got no reason to worry about it. I'm just thinking about it. Why not think about it? Why not think about? Because honestly, if no
I
one
know,
ever
I know,
thought
Mike.
about, hey, what if somebody tries to do
Yeah,
this,
think-
then no one would ever come up with any way to stop them from doing that.
Are you serious, dude? We actually play squad, Mike.
total
Yeah.
recall kind of thing.
I mean, we got.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
kinda.
sure the past videos of us playing it are on there too, man. Like legitimately, I
Totally.
love squad.
Seriously, just
Yeah. No, squad is fucking
It's
fantastic.
It's not.
Far-fetched fabrication.
It is, but why not think about it? Because I mean, if we thought,
What,
well,
as
what's
a
it like?
fantasy? Fine. Yes, indulgent.
Yeah, exactly.
But as a
Yeah,
possible reality-
Methy's actually the one that sold me into it, man. I fucking love squad. So you're actually a QA lead for them, huh? Yeah, dude, the bipods, that's what I'm looking forward to, man. I want those bipods on that fucking saw, baby. Hey, Mike, honest question, man. Why didn't you put the M14 in, dude? Like, why is the M14 not in the game? Why choose the M110 over it? Yeah, inevitable decline, man. Brunier? He subbed for you, man.
I love these conversations that we sometimes have.
Dude, me too, man. I love how cynical Comrade gets. And I totally get his perspective, because he's a lot like I am, like his arguments. And honestly, Comrade, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like a lot of times you're not even really against something. You're just playing that fight. You're playing like that devil's advocate to just work through the thoughts and work through the problems, right?
Well, it's just exactly what I said.
Make people think.
Yeah, think
No,
about it.
I get that.
Because the second
Yeah.
people stop thinking about the possible problems that could occur, and those problems occur, no one's fucking ready for it.
Yeah, but we would never become so.
Oh,
let's
Blue,
say,
real
fair
quick.
about such a situation.
Come back to the base, and if you head north, right north of the border, there's that bull that you were looking for.
Yeah, honestly, I think the people who would end up establishing a Mars
The cow
would be the kind of people who
is just to the north of our city, and go from our base north across the border there, and it's right there.
Oh my god, I'm so far away.
the kind of people who would end up there would be the kind of people who, no matter what the circumstances, would strive to establish a
Ah, I got you, man. I got
colony
you.
that
Like,
could
I want, like,
thrive on its own.
79. So
But-
far away.
Again, I'm
Yeah,
just,
that makes sense, Mike.
just thinking. Just thinking.
So,
Well,
is it
a
Earth
Mars colony
round
would
or
have to
flat?
become self-sufficient.
The Earth is an oblong spheroid. I think I
Mars
said
is
that
flat.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you sure?
Well, I seen a picture of it, and it looks like it.
It is an oblong spheroid. Yeah. It bulges out in the center. It bulges out around the equator because of rotational mass.
And you find me any, I mean, and you want to take science out of it, you find me any religious text throughout human history that says it's
I
flat.
feel you, man. I feel you.
And
Well,
yeah, just because none of them do. I mean, some of them get pretty creative, but
Yeah, but like the whole Earth is the center of the universe type deal.
Yeah. It's
They used to believe it.
I mean, as far as when I got out, which was the end of last year, yeah, it was still the standard,
Yeah, I know
issued
what you're talking about.
U.S. Army
Yeah, I know what
squad
you're saying,
designated
but who's they?
designated marksman rifle
They is meaning the
at the
church,
squad level.
because
Because well, that's the thing. Because right now you have. So this is something I was telling Methy, right? Like you guys have got it down pat. Like it's so good the way you guys have got the squad set up, the squad and put because it's really like platoon size engagements, and I fucking love it. You guys got it down so perfectly, except for the squad designated marksman. Usually, like an actual sniper rifle, that is a completely separate unit from the infantry. You'll have like a sniper guy that comes in from like special forces or the Rangers to help you on very specific missions or set up an SKT. But as far as like having a like very accurate single action, or not sorry, single action, but single fire, single shot sniper, with a scope and all that stuff. Yeah, the M14 is still the go-to rifle.
Does anybody know what cows eat to be tamed?
So yeah, there was a myth going around, I guess, that only certain animals ate certain things, but I guess they'll eat anything from a pool of things. So like all the edible foods that you can feed them, you could feed them any of them, and none of them will increase or decrease your chance of catching them. They just changed it from only apples to like a bunch of different food.
Well, because like I tried taming that boar and it said unavailable, like task unavailable, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, well, what level are you at for animal husbandry?
30.
Oh, well, you need to be 60 to tame the cow.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah, so large animals are at 60 for like horses, cow. Actually, I think that might be it.
Oh, well, then I can't do it anyway. I ran back all the way for nothing. That's okay. I'm gonna head back anyway. I might die.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't get the board, just because you weren't a high enough level yet.
So, boar is considered a high rank animal too?
Yeah, it's the, I guess, I don't know. Not for sure. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done it since they did the changes.
I guess I'm gonna have to go find some sheep, I guess?
Yeah. I feel you, man. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. It was just one of those things I was curious about, because the M14 is, like, much more prevalent.
Well, I know, like, if you build, like, large animal, you can build large animal traps.
Yeah, so those don't catch animals, though. Those are actually just like a... I mean, you played...
The wiki said it does.
Yeah. So the large animal traps, the way they work is they basically stun the animal so it can't move while you do something else. So like, for example, because you know how a boar aggroes you, you could like try and tame it. You lay one of those down, tame it. If you fail, you can like kite it into the animal trap, and then it'll be stuck there, so you could tame it without getting beat to hell. And you have like 30 seconds or something like that. You're talking about like the bear trap looking thing, right?
I don't know. I just know it was like a large animal trap and like a stand.
Yeah, let me take a look real quick. Let me make sure they didn't change it.
I know like cows and stuff can go in there. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I just read it.
Oh, I just broke my believer shovel.
Now, if you could buy those separately, I think they would make more money.
I think so too. Because now I'm just going to start mining out rocks instead of actually buying another pack, because I got 3 picks from the last 3 shovels I bought.
Yeah. Because they're charging, just 50 cents per shovel.
I mean, I'd even pay $1 for a shovel, man. No joke.
Why don't you sit with an email then, Mr. Power?
I should, actually. You're right. I'm going to do that.
It's giving you a group of tools that the professions need to dig a lot more than.
Why won't it not let me
I don't know.
pick her? That's weird.
You know, how many axes do you currently have, and how many shovels do you have left?
I've got 2 axes, 3 pickaxes, 2 saws, and 1 builder's hammer, 2 builder's hammers.
So you've been buying from both packs and only using certain tools from both packs.
Yep.
You gotta diversify.
I found
Diversify.
that big old patch of wheat that Thunder was talking about the other day.
What patch of wheat? Have we got some wheat?
Yeah, I agree. And the gunplay is already extremely interesting, right?
Like, I'm assuming it's somebody's.
Yeah, honestly, the ACOG is a game changer, man. Like, absolute game changer. Like, being from a standard rifleman up to the ACOG, like, it's crazy how much better it is. So good.
I'm not running through it on purpose. I kind of just fell off the cliff and that's what happened. I'm not taking anything. I'm just running fast as I can from here. Just get out of there from me.
Yeah, it really is.
So I'm assuming it's somebody though.
I just like that you guys actually did all the kick and everything accurately. Like I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of realistic shooters, and like Escape from Tarkov, fantastic gameplay.
What's your
The problem is that they have an extremely unrealistic like weapon mechanic system. Right now I am at 57.74. What are you at?
Well, I had to go to work all day.
Well, I mean, I feel ya. I only played a little bit too. What's up? What's up, man?
48.
You suck.
9 points behind you.
He's still on Blue Island. Come on.
Yeah, a lot better than.
Dude, I have legitimately built a road that's probably a half-mile long, 4 wide. And I've only gone up like 15 points today.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
Dude, it's brutal, man. I've literally been mining, shoveling, and hammering the ground for, yeah, damn near 5 hours now.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have somebody bringing you stone, leveling construction is like the shittiest profession in the game.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely, so, hands down the hardest level, and it takes so long. It takes such a long time to level. It's stupid. Insane. I mean, it's good, though, right? Because it is it's the culmination of the entire guild's work, right?
I mean, you'd think you'd get more skill points than building something like a wall.
Yeah, but then the guild would progress very quickly, and then it'd be kind of like endgame. Like a month later, you're like, and we're at endgame, guys. Good job.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone's just waiting on the builder then, so everyone's already kind of at endgame, just waiting on the builder.
I mean, but right now, I mean, is anybody right now in the guild, or is anybody here at work stoppage because of something they're waiting for me on?
Not even waiting for the season change.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think right now we're okay. I mean, literally everything's built. You know, I mean, because you're able to build the basics at least from like level 0 essentially.
Yeah.
The problem was we didn't have trees. I think that's where that came in. Because we ended up trying to build, because for us on the EU playthrough that we did, the real holdback was trees, which made it so it was almost impossible to level construction while building stuff that we could use. So instead we were being held back by the fact that we needed to have the actual next building to make it so it took less wood, and then that was a bad, because then we had to force level you through masonry on top of construction, which is where it got really painful.
Where's my house? Why don't we have any houses? Where are the houses?
Yeah.
They're in the north. They still look like trees. Bring a few down.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a
Yeah,
house.
and Fox Guy is gonna. He said by the end of the day he'll be able to start making iron tools for everybody as well. So I mean we're on a roll, man. We're killing it.
I need Matt Jones to tell me what mine got when mine iron.
You need what?
I need to mine iron.
Yeah, I've got actually a pretty decent place over here if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. So, if you head to the ridgeline, and you head south, or I'm sorry, if you head to the ridgeline, you know, come down the ridgeline, you'll see my road that I'm building from like just south of our base at the bottom of the ridgeline all the way, and you'll see me standing here. This entire wall down here is nothing but iron. I'm actually having a hard time getting rock instead of iron down here. It's a pain in the ass.
Do you think I can grab the car and then I could mine it and put it in the car instead of dropping on the floor?
Yeah. Yeah, just head down, because I mean, I'll be right here with you, so.
Yeah.
Gonna be good too, because I got iron on me I need to throw in there. Because I feel weird about just dumping it on the ground. Yeah, Fox, we'll get you some iron, homie.
I did find some silver yesterday. I only could bring 120 back, and that was me running it overburdened.
Should have sold
So,
it.
you know, if it's a little bit of silver, maybe we can get some rings made.
Yeah, well, legitimately, we've already got an outpost over here for the Alliance. It's just that way a little bit.
Just to buy a trade.
Yeah, we've already got an outpost going in this area, general area right now.
At the moment, we've got nothing that anybody needs. So our ability to trade.
At some point, I need to start filling this stuff in too as I'm building the road. Yeah, just take a look at my map, man. I'll leave it open for you.
No, I see where you are. Fine.
Okay.
Just need to find a car.
There should be one at the south end of town that's empty. With a horse attached. It may have been moved. I left it there like 3 hours ago. Give you some of this food? This is my leveling food, man. Honestly, if you need food, you can come grab it and I'll trade you some. Or I'm sure you're down here too, right? Yeah, coming over to me, man. I'll give you some food, man. No problem, brother.
There's a car here with a...
Hey guys, Grim's not online right now. If somebody could ask him to build me a new wooden bastard sword, I would appreciate it.
Can he?
Yeah, he could build them.
Does he have the toolkit?
Yeah.
The stuff.
I don't remember if I keep my mic. Yes.
Okay, so I'm by the carts, but the horses are not in.
Go look inside the warehouse. There's a cart parked inside the warehouse. That cart is not to be used yet. But I think the horses are stored in that cart.
Food borrowed.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe.
Do you need something brought back to you, or?
Myself? Did you find the horses?
Yes.
Let's see. I got enough food to finish this up. I don't think so, man. I think I'm good. Thank you, though.
I just need to grab some things for
Some what?
pickaxes. I need to grab some things for Grim's pickaxes.
For leveling.
You don't know.
Yeah, it's purely for leveling, Mike. 10, you crazy. No, you're crazy. God, I'm just getting so much iron from everywhere. What'd you say? Did you find the horse?
Yeah, I found the horse.
Okay. You could actually just bring the horse down at an angle by going south of town, then you can just take the road across
Yeah, I
over
know.
is way faster.
Just watch out for the 3 wolves.
Just sort of pile of iron over here. Something takes a part of me. Yeah, for the record, Matthew, I've burned through so far today like a ton of food. I think I came with 40 food-ish, somewhere around there. There we go. Only getting rocked this time.
I need to gather some sticks first as well.
What was that?
I need to gather some sticks.
Oh. There's a ton of sticks in the warehouse. Grab some. There's literally like 250 in there. I'm debating filling these holes in because they're literally driving me kind of crazy.
Is there? Because I definitely. Oh, there is. The only thing I need is.
Yeah, different things do give you the different amounts of XP.
What you call.
Yep. But this is something that needs to be done, and I'm getting levels out of it at the same time. So it's kind of a doubling up on it. Plus, it only takes one resource instead of having to gather multiple resources before I hammer once. So it's more like a it's more like this is the easiest way to. This is probably actually the fastest way to level up construction, because there's more time, or there's far less time between each hit than there would be for like building houses, right? Because you have to gather all the resources, hammer the house in, and then you only get like 3 strikes on the house. And so you only, even though you're going up like 0.05 or 0.06, you only get to hammer it 3 times with like 10 minutes worth of work, versus going 0.05, 15, 16 times a minute. Luckily, I'm almost done. I actually need to see what unlocks at 90 on us to see whether or not I even want to go to it. Oh, I do, because we need those. Damn it. I don't care about that. I mean, they look kind of cool, but... How to avoid creating a high step at the entrance when digging a tunnel. The best tried and true method is to hit F3 and see how big of a difference you have between the tile from point 0. What does 90 unlock? It unlocks the herbalist box, the herbalist planting box. which is honestly a critical thing for the herbalists because they can choose what herbs get planted, so they can gather a specific herb that's beneficial to like making flux, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I need to get it to 90.
Come on, that's funny.
Wait, what?
I put a picture in general chat in Discord. I was looking for it earlier when we were talking about the Mars thing, and I thought.
No, there isn't. There's nothing in general.
Yeah, I don't see a picture in there at all.
Oh, that's in Clan Talk. Sorry. Still in general.
I like it. Yeah, Natan Reed. Did you hear what I was saying about how to avoid the big ass lip at the entrance? Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure you got it. Yeah, I think it's like point. I think it's 0.0 and 0.5. Yeah, so if you're like at 0.6, it'll even out to 0.5, and if you're at like 0.4, it'll like there's like some leeway there. Yeah, see, so the 0.4, it's a big gap, right? Because it's gonna go down to 0.0. But if I'd done it at like 0.6, like right here, you won't have much of a lip at all because it'll level out because the bottom of the floor will be at 0.5.
Go AFK for a few minutes, try to come up with some other conspiracy theory to throw at you guys.
All right.
But I'll be back in a little bit.
No,
All right, man.
now, Pete. There you go. That's one.
No, that's real.
No, it's not.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, brother. I wrote them all
I
myself.
never knew how slow the horse was.
Yeah, it's not fast at all. Not with the cart. No, you can't.
What if
No,
I
you have to
find it
mine them
not
out.
quick?
So if you mine out all of the rock at the top level, so like if you basically mine repeatedly, so there's no more rock around it. So if you look up and there's only dirt above you inside your mine shaft, when it collapses, the earth will collapse down with it, and then you can just dig out the dirt. So you basically have to undermine all the stone, and then dirt will go in its place, and you can dig the dirt out. No, you cannot use softwood for charcoal.
Just to the north, there should be stage 2 of growth, a load of scrubby birch. It's all low quality. That can be cut. Would ask you to cut something down, please.
What is this game about? Please answer. This game is it's a medieval feudal simulator, my man. Yeah, it's a medieval simulator, brother. So it's basically yeah, I mean that's the easiest way to explain it. It's a medieval survival simulator game. So it's an MMO, 10,000 people per server, and you're living that feudal life, baby. Yeah, I feel bad cutting them down. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the trips are going to get longer and longer. We need to replant that forest. We can't just keep on cutting it down. Yeah, we need to actually start replanting that forest. We've been taking a lot from there. It's not free now. It's $30 is the cheapest package. You can get a 10% discount code by typing in Masterofpwnage 2 at checkout, and you get 10% off. Save you on some of that tax money. I feel like somebody's going to end up digging up all this gravel on me. Hopefully if I pave over it, they won't look. Yeah, it's 10% on all the packages, yeah. Yep. 10% discount on any of the packages. Bro, that's iron mine right there. You almost ran into a huge bear. Why am I making a ditch? I'm not making a ditch, I'm filling in the ditch.
Can you open that map?
Done and done, sir.
I'm sure I'll go past you already.
Why you're so amazed at the length of the road I've already built today?
Don't see it.
I haven't heard you go by. I'll tell you when I hear you. Yep. Tell you, man, putting in work, son. And people complain that things that I ask them to do aren't inside their job descriptions. I'm like, man, I do everything out of my job description too, homies. Sometimes you just gotta do some work, you know? Just gotta do some work, homies. I mean, goddamn, look at this ditch. I mean, the only reason that these ditches are here is because there's loose gravel when the server was first spawned, you know, first turned on. And so everybody was just digging up the gravel instead of digging. Yeah, we're on the north of the map, yeah. Yeah, we're server 33, man.
And then the road finishes.
What's that? Earlier I had to turn you down because you were so loud. Now you're super quiet.
I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure my microphone is all a bunch of fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why I'm getting the Blue Yeti today. Whoop!
That is an exciting prospect.
I see.
Yeah, most RP is up here. Hey!
How do I stop it?
For real? Go back. Turn around.
I was stopping there so it wouldn't stop.
Yeah. This whole mine right here, this little shaft right here is all iron.
I'm the host. But
Make sure every time you go to put more stuff back into it, you also sit down on it to reset the 3-minute timer.
okay.
That way nobody can just run up and jack it while you're in the mine.
No.
I jack it while I'm in the mine.
Yeah, Armitage is a... I mean,
Not what we meant.
it's the obvious place to get it done, right?
Well, unless you've got 12 people around you who mine, and yeah, it's private.
I mean, I gotta mark my spot where I left off.
GG! Thank you for that auto host, man.
Mephi,
What's up?
fuck you.
Whoa.
Sounds like someone's
Shit's
yelling.
escalating. Yeah.
Well, he's trying to say he's better than me. I mean, he is, but...
That's like a prostitute getting mad that they're being called a prostitute, man.
No,
Hey, I'm not a
Precious,
prostitute.
Precious prospecting is super easy to level. I got mining
is.
from like 50 to 60, and then like 2
they'll
hours
collapse,
after
yeah.
that,
Even if you're
2.5,
still using them,
I
they'll
got
collapse on
from
you.
0 to 60 something.
Well, I'm about to... activate
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
power,
Which one?
so
Their
I'll-
swamp one, or the one up in the north? Like they've got 2
Yeah,
cities. Armitage does.
So whenever you get to it, I mean, you can just use your auto clicker too. Since it's allowed, like
Yep.
it takes no stamina.
Give
so
me
you
the
don't have
broken
to worry
sword.
about it.
The what?
Give me the broken...
Oh no, I don't. I didn't have one.
Oh, then I gave you a bastard sword. Then.
Oh, did I
Practice
not?
bastard sword.
Yeah, it didn't. Oh, I was probably. My inventory is full. Hold on. Yeah, trade me again. I thought I hit okay. I didn't hit cancel, did I?
I feel like
Are you getting
Mendoza.
it?
No, it's telling me that I turned it off. So no. Alright, try again.
Oh, you said...
Yep.
Do you know what you could do me? You could... If you want
Did
to,
he
you
say?
can
Did you know that you could do me? That's what I thought you
Yes,
said.
he did.
Okay. I need to
Yeah, you
rephrase.
said you know what you could do me is what you said.
Mendoza's having issues. Control tell the connect the game server.
He is an issue.
Well, yeah.
Bo, did you see him? He was just literally just.
We only started ours 4 days
restating
ago.
my joke.
Yep. Damn it,
Well-
Slim.
What I want to ask you, can you gather some plant fiber for me?
Me?
And yes, please.
Why?
Please. Because I need pickaxes.
It's on his job description.
Grab a goddamn plant fiber. I don't, why would I need to do it for you?
So I can tame pigs, but boars don't like me.
Well, yeah, well, boars will aggro you.
Hey,
They're
Paul,
gonna find us now.
I will stay mobile.
No.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
What?
You get
Yeah.
to 100 animal lore, you tame it.
No way.
100?
We.
I'm fucking with you guys.
Well, I was gonna say, so, like,
Looking,
why does everybody think that you can tame a wolf?
looking clan talk right now.
Because they bugged it.
Oh, yeah, well, I was there for that yesterday, guys.
Yeah, it was actually me there that happened.
Yeah, we gave a wolf. I don't know what we gave it, and then it says you successfully tamed a wolf, or something like that. And now my guild on EU has a wolf.
Liar.
Look at the pictures in clan.
I was doing the same thing as it did to me yesterday. There's wolf by our tree plantations. I was heading out, so I thought, alright, I'll throw a rock at it. And it came running up, so I hit it with the torch and it ran off. It already bit me. So it runs up to me, and I hit it, torch again, as it got
I stole a chicken.
Wait. And it ran off, so I aggroed it again. It ran up to me, and I was slow with the torch, but it didn't quite do any damage, so I held off from hitting it with the torch, knowing that it would run off if I did, and waited to see if it might. It didn't
There's no
run,
such thing as a tamed wolf, man.
and that's when I said, guys, I think I'm just...
We're talking about this,
So I brought it into camp and beat on it.
which is so. There's a glitch sometimes that the
there.
wolf will hit you once and then never be able to attack you again. Like it'll just be
I
like
feel like
stuck.
there's some
That's
kind of
it.
glitch there.
Yeah. The Hariums is in particular.
We got a few pictures of them. Let's see. I'll find another one. See, the thing is, they'll just never hit you again, but you can still hit them and beat them up for experience, and they never die. Well, they eventually die, but not because of you hitting them. I think they die at midnight, and they'll also just disappear at server reset. Yeah. It's pure luck. And when it happens, it was gold, because then that means you're like, everybody get over here quick. Start beating the shit out of this wolf for experience. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Ash vs. the Evil Dead is now on Netflix. I don't think I know what that is, man. I've seen The Evil Dead. Shop Smart. Shop S-Smart? Wait, what? Yeah, actually, we were talking about that. It seems weird, though, that you can't tame them because, like, dogs were a big part of feudal life. So I figure it's probably something they'll add in the future. Oh, they made a series out of it? Interesting. I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah.
There's some pickaxes in the ping in the car.
Okay. Oh, cool, from Armory Darkness. Yeah, like if you could tame a wolf and have it turn into a dog. 'Cause I mean, that's you tame a boar and they turn into a pig. So why not tame a wolf and have it turn into a dog? You know, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Yep. Tomorrow 10 p.m., baby.